Morning, gentlemen. Hope you're all keeping well. This is week 5 of the YouTubes that we've been working with, and I've got some new songs for you. Some old, ones that we know fairly well, and ones that we've been doing for the last few weeks, but some new ones that hopefully feel a bit spring-like, because it won't be long before we're actually into the month of May. So I'm hoping that some of these are spring-like and that you enjoy them. They've been asked for, most of them, by various different members of the group. If you've got any that you'd particularly like to sing, send me an email. It can either come via Sue or Jenny, or if you've got my email address yourself, just send me an email and I will always try to incorporate the songs you want. Because we might as well be singing the songs we want to sing, mightn't we? Okay. I guess, I don't know what day you're watching this, but if you're watching this anywhere close to Thursday, Thursday is actually St George's Day. So we have kept in the England song just in recognition of that. Right, let's take a deep breath in and then let it out. One more and let it out. Good. The idea when we take a deep breath in is to endeavour to keep our shoulders down and to take the breath in, ideally right in your the base of your belly or the bottom of your chest, but not so much up there in your throat. Feel your lungs expanding when we do it. This time we're going to sing a 1 to 5, and as we sing it, arms up if you wish to do that, and as high as you can get them, just to stretch your arms and really stretch everything out to warm ourselves up before we start. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Deep breath for 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Let's have a little quick rendition of Sing a Song of Sixpence this week, because Sing a Song of Sixpence is a bit spring-like with the birds in the pie, isn't it? Here it goes. Deep breath. Sing a song of sixpence, a pocket full of rye, 4 and 20 blackbirds baked in a pie. When the pie was open, the birds began to sing. Wasn't that a dainty dish to put before the king? The queen was in her counting house, counting out the money. The king was in the parlour, eating bread and honey. The maid was in the garden, hanging out the clothes, when down came a blackbird and pecked off her nose. Jolly good. If you want to wind your video back and do that again, you can sing it as a round. I will go sing a song of, and then you can start. Not going to actually do it now on this one, because there's rather a lot of songs for us to get through. I've got a new little warm-up for us, which is called Wake Up Canon, and it just is very spring-like. It goes like this. You've got the words on your sheet, but the words are, now all the woods are waking, the sun is rising high, wake up, now get up now, before the dew is dry. Let's just do the first little bit. Now all the woods are waking. Do you want to sing that bit with me? Now all the woods are waking. Now all the woods are waking. And it carries on. The sun is rising high. The sun is rising high. The sun is rising high. And then it goes, wake up now. Get up now. Wake up now. Get up now. And it finishes, before the dew is dry, before the dew is dry. And I'm aware that that may be a bit high for some of you. You can start right down here. It's a little bit low for me, but I will sing it down there, just so that you get the hang of where it is. Now all the woods are waking, the sun is rising high. Wake up, now get up, now before the dew is dry. It can be sung, wow, this can be sung as an 8-part round. So that's something to look forward to when we're meeting in person again. Because the first part goes, now all the woods, and then when the first part gets to that word are, the second part comes in. I'm just going to go through it twice without stopping. And if you want to put the round to it, you can. My best guess is you probably won't this week when it's still new to us. Now all the woods. Now all the woods are waking, the sun is rising high. Wake up, now get up, now before the dew is dry. Now all the woods are waking, the sun is rising high. Wake up, now get up, now before the dew is dry. Good, and we'll keep that one for a few weeks, certainly until we're halfway through the month of May, I think. We're going to warm up in the way that we sometimes finish with Sing As We Go today. And there's your note, sing, and we'll sing it twice. Here's our 5 drum beats if you've got something that you can beat a drum with, a wooden spoon on a saucepan lid or something, or clapping if you choose to do that, or if you're lucky enough to have a drum, we think of you, of course, Jed. Here it goes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sing as we go and let the work go by. Singing a song we'll march along the highway. Say goodbye to sorrow, there's always tomorrow to think of today. Sing as we go, although the skies are grey. Beggar or king, you've got to sing a glad tune, a song and a smile, making life worthwhile. So sing as we go along. Sing as we go and let the work go by. Singing a song we'll march along the highway. Say goodbye to sorrow, there's always tomorrow to think of today. Sing as we go, although the skies are grey. Beggar or king, you've got to sing a glad tune, a song and a smile, making life worthwhile. So sing as we go along. And off we come. Well done. That's an excellent one. I have kept in There'll Always Be in England because it is St George's Day, as I said earlier. And then the other song that I sometimes do for St George's Day is Puff the Magic Dragon, because of course we all know that George slew the dragon, don't we? But I think we'll be happy with There'll Always Be in England. And you're in, chaps. There'll always be an England where there's a country lane, wherever there's a cottage small beside a field of grain. There'll always be an England where there's a busy street, wherever there's a turning wheel, a million marching feet. Red, white and blue, what does it mean to you? Surely you're proud, shout it aloud, bitters awake. The empire too, we could depend on you. Freedom remains, these are the chains, nothing can break. There'll always be an England, and England shall be free. If England means as much to you as England means to me. There we have our patriotic song for St George's Day. We've now got the songs that are particularly meaningful in the current climate, in the current times that we find ourselves. Lean On Me is the first one. We're just going to perhaps do it a couple of times, just so that we're beginning to get the hang of it, so that when we are able to sing face to face again, we might just be able to put some parts in. Here goes the tune. Ready? And sometimes in our lives we all have pain, we all have sorrow, but if we are wise, we know that there's always tomorrow. Lean on me when you're not strong, Lovely. There is an underneath part. It's obviously lower than that part we've just done. It's not, I don't think, very musically instinctive, but let's just have a go at it. And those of you who are quite good at part singing may like to do it. That's your note. Here it goes. Sometimes in our lives we all have pain, we all have sorrow, but if we are wise, we know that there's always tomorrow. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Most of it's okay, isn't it? Let's just section it up. Let's do sometimes in our lives we all have pain, we all have sorrow. Sometimes in our lives we all have pain, we all have sorrow. That's okay. Let's try that. I'm going to play that bottom part and I'm going to sing the tune over the top. So pick which one you want to do. If you want the bottom part, it's sometimes in our lives. And if you want the top part, ready? And sometimes in our lives we all have pain, we all have sorrow. Then it's virtually the same, the next bit, but if we are wise, we know that there's always, and it's the tomorrow that is a little tricky. It goes like this. But if we are wise, we know that there's always tomorrow. Hear it again. Always tomorrow. Hear it a third time. Always tomorrow. So let's put together, but if we are wise. But if we are wise, we know that there's always tomorrow. And then it continues. Lean on me when you're not strong. Do you want to do that bit? Ready? Lean on me when you're not strong. And it continues. And I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on. And then it finishes as it started. For it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. So let's go right the way through. I will play the bottom part and I will sing the top. You choose which one you want to do. Here goes. Sometimes in our lives we all have pain, we all have sorrow, but if we are wise, we know that there's always tomorrow. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Well done. And also we've got When You Walk Through a Storm. I was about ready to knock this one out, but I suddenly realised that this is the song that Captain Tom, the man who has raised millions of pounds. At the last time I looked, it was 21 million. And I know for a fact it's gone up today because the other singing group that I do have donated £100 today to his cause. What an incredible sum for that man to have raised. He set out with £1,000 as his target. And he has made what would you call it? I still call it a record. But he's made a song, When You Walk Through the Storm, with a man whose name I can't remember. Anyway, this song that Captain Tom has, this record that he's done, When You Walk Through a Storm, has actually pushed Vera Lynn and Catherine Jenkins off the top spot. Vera Lynn and Catherine Jenkins have done We'll Meet Again, and Captain Tom has done When You Walk Through a Storm, and he has actually pushed Vera Lynn off the top slot. So I think we have got to do it really when you walk through a store. And particularly appropriate, of course, for Captain Tom, because he's been walking. That's how he's made his money, walking his garden 100 times. When you walk through a storm, hold your head up high, and don't be afraid of the dark. At the end of the storm is a golden sky and the sweet silver song of the lark. Walk on through the wind, walk on through the rain, though your dreams be tossed and blown. Walk on with hope in your heart, and you'll never walk alone. You'll never walk Good on you, Captain Tom. And also, I have kept in Somewhere Over the Rainbow. We only had it for the first time last week, but this is the one that people are singing outside their houses on a Thursday. I know there is talk this week of there being silence for the NHS workers who've died, but I wouldn't have thought that's going to be on Thursday. We'll just do Somewhere Over the Rainbow once, because as I say, we have got some other songs today. Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I heard of once in a lullaby. Somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue, and the dreams that you dare to dream really do come true. Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops away above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me. Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly, birds fly over the rainbow. Why then, oh why can't I? If happy little bluebirds fly beyond the rainbow, why oh why can't I? So again, that lovely sort of spring idea, I think. The April showers often bring the rainbows and the bluebirds in the skies. And how about a trip then? How about a trip to Scarborough? This is a song that I particularly like, and I was really, really pleased when Ted asked if we could sing it. Are you going to Scarborough Fair? And I think it's quite easy, although I've sent the words through on the PDF. If you can't see the words, or if you choose not to, you can just sing that second line, which is parsley, sage, rosemary and thyme, which repeats itself with every verse. And the last line of each verse is also very similar. The first verse goes, she once was a true love of mine, and the other three verses are, then she'll be a true love of mine. So although there are 4 verses, there is that repetitive streak to it. So I would just say as well that I'm enjoying my garden at the moment. I've got parsley, I've got sage, I've got rosemary, and since Saturday or Sunday when I cycled to Margaret's, who incidentally says hello, she'd got a little bit of thyme that she'd managed to root. So I now have all those herbs, parsley, sage, rosemary and thyme, thanks to Margaret. Okay. I think where's on it? Oh, there it is. Are you going to Scarborough Fair? fair. Parsley, sage, rosemary and thyme. Remember me to one who lives there. She once was a true love of mine. Tell her to make me a cambric shirt. Parsley, sage, rosemary and thyme, without no seams nor needlework. Then she'll be a true love of mine. Tell her to buy me an acre of land. Parsley, sage, rosemary and thyme, between the salt water and the sea and the strands. Then she'll be a true love of mine. Tell her to reap it with a sickle of leather. Parsley, sage, rosemary and thyme, and gather it all in a bunch of heather. Then she'll be a true love of mine. Lovely. Scarborough Fair. Never been to Scarborough. It's one of those places that's on my to-do list. Right, Lionel asked some while ago for this one, which is very different. Scarborough Fair was folk songy and perhaps featuring on the garden. And this next one, the Trout, is a Schubert song, a very well-known part song, but we're just going to sing the tune. And it's got that wonderful sense of the angler fishing and the trout swimming along in the stream. We're probably not going to do all of it. We're probably just going to do the first little bit, and then we'll come back to it week on week until we have mastered it all. Right, the first bit goes like this. In yonder shallow streamlet where flows the water clear. And I guess probably it's not strange to you, you probably know it. So in yonder shallow streamlet where flows the water clear. In yonder shallow streamlet where flows the water clear. It was written in German originally because Schubert was German and the words were in German originally. An awful lot of people still know the German words actually. Then it goes, a merry trout is darting, a merry trout is darting, with ne'er a care or fear. And the first part of that is the same tune, and it just differs at the end. So the first part, in yonder shallow streamlet, where flows the waters clear. And then it's the same tune to start with. A merry trout is darting, and it changes, with ne'er a care or fear. It continues, and just imagine him resting by the streamlet. I rested by the streamlet, 'neath shady willow green, and watched the sunlight playing on waters bright and clean, and watched the sunlight playing on waters bright and clean. So it's beautiful, beautiful spring-like feel to it. And I think probably that might be as far as we go today, and we'll add the next bit next week. In yonder shallow streamlet. In yonder shallow streamlet, where flows the water clear, a merry trout is darting, with never care or fear. I nearly lost you then with my music. I'm going to shift it over so that I don't lose you. I rested by the streamlet. I rested by the streamlet, 'neath shady willow green, and watched the sunlight playing on water waters bright and clean, and watch the sunlight playing on waters bright and clean. And it's got a lovely rippling accompaniment. And you can imagine the stream rippling along to the accompaniment. Thank you, Lana, for that suggestion. It's very different from the others, but it's a classic and well worth doing. Right, the next one I've popped in is it is a song of unity. It's a Paul McCartney song, We All Stand Together, and it was used for the Rupert the Bear film. If any of you have seen the Rupert the Bear film, it was the frog song. They sang it as they jumped from lily leaf to lily leaf. So it's basically 2 verses, and the first verse comes back at the end. Win or lose, sink or swim, one thing is certain, we'll never give in. Side by side, hand in hand, we all stand together. And there was something about this song that is very sort of, we're all in it together. We're all locked down together. Very few people can get out. If you're a key worker, you're going out to work. 1 or 2 of us might be going out for click and collects, and I'm sure your families are bringing you everything you need. But there's something quite unifying about this song. I don't know whether you'll know it. It goes, win or lose, and then the same tune again, sink or swim. So the tune, the same twice there, win or lose, sink or swim, one thing is certain, we'll never give in. Should we do the one thing is certain? One thing is certain, we'll never give in. Then, side by side, hand in hand, we all stand together. Should we go for it? Win or lose? Win or lose, sink or swim, one thing is certain, we'll never give in. Side by side, hand in hand, we all stand together. The second verse is similar. Play the game, fight the fight, but what's the point on a beautiful night? Arm in arm, hand in hand, we all stand together. So that was it just reminds me as well of those Thursday evenings where if you're going outside your front door, you'd hear loads of clapping and banging. Play the game, fight the fight, but what's the point on a beautiful night? And in my mind, I'm thinking, what's the point on a beautiful Thursday night? You don't need to be playing the game or fighting any fights. Just get out there and bang your drums and clap your hands if you're allowed out. So play the game. Play the game, fight the fight, but what's the point on a beautiful night? Arm in arm, hand in hand, we all stand together. And then the last verse is the first verse back. Win or lose. Deep breath. Win or lose, sink or swim, one thing is certain, we'll never give in. Side by side, hand in hand, we all stand together. And finally, as I alluded to, We'll Meet Again, which has been thrown out into the sort of music arena there, been re-recorded by Catherine Jenkins is doing the singing, and Vera Lynn is probably sort of just sitting there, given her age. It's hardly surprising she doesn't have a voice. But sadly for Catherine Jenkins and Vera Lynn, they've been pushed off the top spot, as I said, by Captain Tom, but we're going to do We'll Meet Again. We'll meet again, don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day. Keep smiling through, just like you always do, till the blue skies drive the dark clouds far away. So won't you please say lost it there because my postman came. And I thought, do I dare wave to the postman, hello Pete, and keep going? And I was determined I wasn't going to lose it because I wasn't going to go back to the beginning and do all of this half hour again. So well done, chaps, and I shall see you again next week. There's just one other thing I need to say about the Trout, that song that we sang. If you have a relatively new washing machine, when the cycle has finished, to give you an indicator that the door is ready to be opened, it plays that. It goes as a little tune to tell you that you can open your door. So there you go. It is a very famous tune. Right. Have a good week. Bye.